Hey kindergarten, today we're going to do another math subtraction lesson. Now remember, subtraction is when you have one group and you take some away and you see how many are left over. It is actually the opposite of addition, where you have one group and another group and you put them together. Now for today's lesson, you're going to need a couple things. You're either going to need something to write on and write with, or about 10 small objects. They could be pennies, counting cubes, they could be little car toys, just something small that you can move back and forth, because we're going to do some subtraction stories that you're going to have to listen to and move along or draw with. So why don't you take a minute, pause this video, go get the materials you need. I'm going to be using a dry erase board and a dry erase marker. You can use a crayon and pencil and paper, toy cars, even spoons, whatever you have. Just make sure you have about 10 of them, okay? And pause the video when you're ready to come back. We're going to start with our subtraction stories. Okay, now in order to do our subtraction stories, you have to do something very carefully. You have to become a very good listener, because it's not written down for us, it's something we hear and then we think about. So, we're going to tell stories about the farm today. So are you ready? Let's go to the farm. Maybe put your farm hat on, some overalls, maybe put gloves on, because you're going to be working on the farm today. All right. So Farmer Fink, that's me, walked outside and I spotted 6 horses in our farm. I'm going to go ahead and either draw my 6 horses or use my 6 objects and put them out so I can take some away. If you're drawing, in math, it's best to use just circles and not worry about drawing with details, because that way you can do your math more quickly and you're not so worried about your details. Now, when we're writing and reading and doing our artwork, then we draw with details. So I have my 6 horses, but 3 of Mrs. Farmer Fink's horses left. So what I can do is I can cross off the 3 that left. 1, 2, 3. Now before we figure out the answer, we are going to write the story using our subtraction symbol, the minus sign, and the equal sign. So we started with 6 horses. And since we're subtracting, some left, we're going to use the minus sign. And how many did we take away? 3. Then, because we're almost done, we add our equal sign. Now, we took 3 of our horses away. They went out into the field. How many horses are left on Farmer Fink's farm? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3. So now I have this math sentence here, and it says 6 minus 3 equals 3. We can use that with other words too. We can say 6 take away 3 equals 3. All right, clear your boards, erase everything, whatever you need to do, put your toys back in an order, because we're going to do another Farmer Fink math story. Okay, so there are actually often cats on farms, and Farmer Fink's farm has 9 cats. So go ahead and either draw 9 cat circles or put 9 of your objects out. Make sure that if you're drawing, you're leaving room to practice writing your subtraction sentences. So here are my 9 cats on my Farmer Fink farm. Now, I only came home and there were only 5 cats. So I'm wondering, how many of the other cats are there? So we had 9 cats to start with. And then 5, they're there. So I write 9 minus 5. Now I have to see how many cats are elsewhere. We did that by taking away the 5 cats that we know are there to find out how many cats are left over wherever they're at on the farm. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. My answer is 4. 9 minus 5 equals 4. So we had 9 cats. 5 of them were there, but we wanted to know about our missing cats. So we took the 5 away that we knew to have 4 cats left. And now our number sentence says 9 minus 5 equals 4. Let's repeat that for good practice. 9 minus 5 equals 4. Go ahead and erase your board or set up your nice toys. We're going to do another Farmer Fink story. You guys all know how much I love dogs, just like Joby. And if I had a real farm, oh, I would want all the dogs. So I'm going to pretend that I have 7 dogs and they're hanging out by the fence. So I'm going to draw 7 circles to represent my 7 dogs. You can set out 7 toys, 7 cars, or you can draw 7 dogs as well. Now remember, I draw circles because it makes it go by a little faster. So I have my 7 dogs and they're hanging out by the fence. But 3 of them, oh, they just start barking, barking, barking. And then they run and they go out in the field. So 3 of them leave. So I'm going to cross out 3. 1, 2, 3. How many do I have left? Well, we started with 7 and then we took away 3. We subtracted 3. And now we have to find out what that equals. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to count how many I did not cross off. How many are left over? 1, 2, 3, 4. So my answer is 7 minus 3 equals 4.